Since I don't really have much to show you for day 8, given that it was just a day of doing work and computer things and homework and then meeting up with some friends for dinner, I figured I would take this opportunity to show you my car camping setup. So here she is in all her glory. This side is, of course, the sleeping side. I have a platform that I made out of plywood and then carpeted. I have an Exped mattress in here, my sleeping bag, and then a blanket, because most nights it's actually been too warm to be in my sleeping bag, so I've slept on my sleeping bag but under my blanket. There's also a pillow up at the top. Underneath here there's about, I don't know, 4 inches of storage, and so I just got some random bits and bobs. My stove is under there, some cords and stuff. Then on the other side, in the back here, I've got water storage, a fridge. So I opted to do a fridge instead of a cooler so that I didn't have to worry about ice. And as an added bonus, this car actually has a 12-volt plug in the back, so I'm able to run it off of that. Next to that, we've got my shoe closet and then random kitchen stuff that doesn't fit in the rest of my kitchen stuff. And then coming around to the side here, I've got my pantry under there. I've got my groceries that don't need to stay cold, my hiking backpack, and some random clothes that didn't fit in my main bag. Main clothing bag, toiletries. I don't necessarily recommend just using a stuffed sack for toiletries, but it's what I had. And then under this towel is my kitchen. So in here I've got pots, pans, dishes, etc. And then a big old thing of protein shakes because I'm really lazy when it comes to breakfast. And then up in the front, I know this looks a little chaotic, but it's just because my trash bag is full right now. So I've got my trash bag, a bag with random bits and bobs that I just like having handy so I can just grab it, like my knitting if I'm going to be in a coffee shop for a couple hours, essential snacks, and then the books that I'm like referencing and want to have super handy. I do have an external battery floating around somewhere that I can plug into if I need to charge my phone, run the fridge for a couple hours when the car's not going to be on, or like charge all my camera batteries. And then the other thing that I forgot to mention is my string lights that I have up across the middle there, just for some ambient lighting once it gets dark at night. I also have the rooftop carrier, and that's where I keep stuff that I don't need on like a daily basis. So like my camping chairs, my table, my tent if I decide I'm going to tent camp instead of car camp, just that kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. It's been working really well, and I've honestly barely had to adjust it since I hit the road, which I think is pretty cool.